Where's Hari Priya?
Priya, she's listening and he listens to it and...
She talked to me yesterday.
Oh, good.
You're already online.
What? Bandeham Shiguro Shiyata Parakamnam Shigurun Vaishnavam Sya Shirupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabarutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shirara Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivashikam Vitam Sya Om Agyana Timaranda Shah Gyanajana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shigurave Namo Gurva Bistam Supurakam Gurganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chinja Samasta Nipanam Shirupa Patanagam Govinda Abhidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pranam Devam Divyatanam Suchandavananam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Manditam Shubharam Mareka Sharanam Nyashishvara Shridaram Vanshakapatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And we're in Madhya-lila chapter 10, the Lord's return to Jagannath Puri. So yesterday we heard about persons arriving. Mahaprabhu's returned from South India, now devotees are arriving to be with him and to serve him. First we heard, I believe it's Paramananda Puri. He came ahead of Mahaprabhu. He traveled fast, right? And he got to Jagannath Puri, and then Mahaprabhu gave one room in the Gambhir for him. Then Swarup Damodar came, and Mahaprabhu was very happy, and Swarup Damodar told Mahaprabhu, you please give mercy to me that I ran away. Actually, he went to Varanasi to take sannyas, and then he came to be with Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. And then Govinda, Mahaprabhu's servant, arrived, who's a disciple of Ishwara Puri. And first, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, well, why did Ishwara Puri keep a servant who's not from the Brahmin class, who's from the fourth order? And then Mahaprabhu answered, the Supreme Lord and Srila Ishwara Puri, they are not subject to the rules that are mentioned in the formalistic sections of the Vedas. But then Mahaprabhu expressed, he said, but I have some doubt in my own mind that Govinda, he was a servant of my spiritual master, Ishwara Puri. He was his servant. So how can I keep someone as my servant who was a servant of my spiritual master? And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, but it's Ishwara Puri's order that he will serve you, so the order of the spiritual master has to always be followed. So then we're continuing with that on text number 146. Nirvicharam gurur agya maya karya mahatmana shreyo evam bhavatyascha mama chaiva visheshata. The order of a great personality like a father must be executed without consideration, because there is good fortune in such an order for both of us. In particular, there is good fortune for me. Okay. So this is Lord Ramachandra's statement to Sita. It says, the order of a great personality like a father must be executed without consideration, because there is good fortune and such an order for both of us. In particular, there's good fortune for me. So that order was that to repay the debt of his father, Lord Ramachandra accepted to go into the forest in exile. So to pay one debt that what is it, Dasharat? That's his father, right? And his debt was with one of his wives, whose name is what is the wife of Dasharat, who suggested to him that he had to repay a promise he kept to her to do whatever she asked, and she asked that Ramachandra would go to the forest and her son Bharat would be made the king. What's her name? Huh?
Kaikeyi.
Kaikeyi. Okay, Kaikeyi. So Mahaprabhu says to Sita, the order of a great personality like a father must be executed without consideration, because there's good fortune in such an order for both of us. In particular, there is good fortune for me. Tabe Mahaprabhu tare koila angikar, apana Shri Anga Sevai Dila Adhikar. After Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said this, Mahaprabhu embraced Govinda and engaged him in the service of his personal self. Okay, engaged him in his service. Prabhu Priya Britya Kori Sabe Kore Man Sakala Vaishnavara Govinda Kori Samadan. Everyone respected Govinda as the dearest servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Govinda served all the Vaishnavas and saw to their needs. Chotabora Kirtaniya Dui Haridas Ramai Nandai Rohe Govindara Pash. Both Haridas Senior and Haridas Junior, who were musicians, as well as Ramai and Nandai, used to stay with Govinda. Okay. So this is not Haridas Thakur, the senior. This is Haridas and one musician named Haridas and Chota Haridas, who they Govindara Sange Kore Prabhura Seva Govindara Bhagya Simana Jaivanan. They all remain with Govinda to serve Mahaprabhu, therefore no one could estimate the good fortune of Govinda. Aradin Mukunda Datta Kohe Prabhurstane Brahmananda Bharati Aila Tomar Darshane. The next day, Mukunda Datta informed Mahaprabhu, Brahmanda Bharati has come to see you. Agya Deho Jaditare Aniye Etai Prabhu Kohe Guru Teho Jaba Taratai. Mukunda Datta then asked the Lord, shall I bring him here? Mahaprabhu said, Brahmanda Bharati is like my spiritual master. It is better that I go to him. Eta boli Mahaprabhu Bhaktagana Sange Chaliaila Brahmananda Bharatira Age. After saying this, Mahaprabhu and his devotees came into the presence of Brahmananda Bharati. Brahmananda Parijache Mriga Charmambar Teho Deki Prabhuduka Paila Antar. When Mahaprabhu and his devotees approached him, they saw that he was covered, that he was wearing a deerskin. Seeing this, Mahaprabhu became very unhappy. Dekiyata Chadma Koila Jena Dekinai Mukundere Puche Kahan Bharati Gosai. Seeing Brahmananda Bharati wearing the deerskin, Mahaprabhu pretended not to see him. Instead, he asked Mukunda Datta, where is Brahmananda Bharati, who's like my spiritual master? Mukunda Kohe E Age Deka Vidyaman Prabhu Kohe Teho Nahen Tumi Agejan. Mukunda Datta replied, here is Brahmananda Bharati in your presence. The Lord replied, you are incorrect. This is not Brahmananda Bharati. Anjari Anya Kaha Nahi Tomar Gyan Bharati Gosai Kene paribena cham. You must be talking of someone else, for this is surely not Brahmananda Bharati. You simply have no knowledge. Why would Brahmananda Bharati wear a deerskin? Shuni Brahmananda Kori Hridaya Vichare Morach Charmambara Ena Baya Ihare. When Brahmananda Bharati heard this, he thought, my deerskin is not approved by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he was thinking, my deerskin is not much appreciated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay? Baloko Hinj Charmambara Damba Lagi Pari Charmambara Paridane Samsarana Tari. Thus, admitting his mistake, Brahmananda Bharati thought, he spoke well. I put on this deerskin only for prestige. I cannot cross over the ocean of nescience simply by wearing a deerskin. Aji hoitina pariba e charmambar prabhu bahirbash anaila jadiya antar. From today on, I shall not wear this deerskin. As soon as Brahmananda Bharati decided this, Mahaprabhu, understanding his mind, immediately sent for the dress of a sannyasi, for the robes of a sannyasi. You know? Bahirvash, like a sannyas dhoti. Clothes. Charmambarachari Brahmananda Parila Basan Prabhuashe Koilatara Chanarna Bandhan. As soon as Brahmananda Bharati gave up his deerskin and put on sannyas clothes, Mahaprabhu came and offered his respects at his lotus feet. Bharati ko hetomara achar loka shikaite punana koribe nati baya Payachite. Brahmananda Bharati said, you instruct the general populace by your behavior. I will not do anything against your wishes. Otherwise, you will not offer me respects but will neglect me. I am afraid of this. Sampratika dui Brahma ihan chalacha Jagannatha chala Brahma tumita sacha. At the present moment, I see two Brahmans. One Brahman is Lord Jagannath, who does not move, and the other Brahman, who is moving, is you. Lord Jagannath is Archavigraha, the worshipable deity, and is he who is the non-moving Brahman. But you are Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and you are moving here and there. The two of you are the same Brahman, master of the material nature, but you are playing two parts, one moving and one not moving. In this way, two Brahmans are now residing at Jagannath Puri, Purushottama. Tumi Gora Barna Teho, Shamala Barnan, Dui Brahme Koilasab, Jagat Taran. Of the two Brahmans, you are fair complexioned, and the other Lord Jagannath is blackish. Both of you are delivering the whole world. Prabhu Kohe Satya Nahi, Tomara Agamane, Dui Brahma, Prakatila Sri Purushottame. Mahaprabhu replied, actually, to tell you the truth, due to your presence, there are now two Brahmans at Jagannath Puri. Brahmanandan Namatumi Gora Brahmacha Shamavarna Jagannatha Vasijachena Acha. Both Brahmananda and Gaurahari are moving, whereas the blackish Lord Jagannath is sitting tight and immobile. Brahmananda Bharati wanted to prove that there is no difference between the Supreme Lord and the Jiva, whereas Mahaprabhu wanted to prove that he and Brahmananda Bharati were Jivas, and that although Jivas are Brahman, they are many, but the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Brahman, is one. On the other hand, Brahmananda Bharati also wanted to prove that Jagannath and Mahaprabhu are one, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but that to fulfill his mission, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to be moving, whereas Lord Jagannath appeared to be inert. Thus this jolly argument was going on. Finally, Brahmananda Bharati referred the whole matter to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya for a final decision. Okay. Bharati ko he Sarvabhauma Madhyashta haya Iharasama Amara Nyaya Bhujam Manadiya. Brahmananda Bharati said, "My dear Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya, please become the mediator in this logical argument between Mahaprabhu and me." Vyapya vyapaka bhabe jiva brahmajani jiva vyapya brahma vyapaka shastrati bhakani. Brahmananda Bharati continued, the living entity is localized, whereas the Supreme Brahman is all-pervading. That is the verdict of the revealed scriptures. Ramananda Bharati drew Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's attention because he wanted him to judge the argument. He then stated that Brahman, the Supreme Lord, is all-pervading. This is confirmed by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Kshetragyam chapimam vidi sarva kshetreshu bharata kshetragyayor jnanam yat tad's jnanam matam mama. O Scion of Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion. The Supreme Lord in his Paramatma feature is expanded everywhere. The Brahma Samhita says, Andantarasta Paramanu Chayantarastam. By virtue of his all-pervasive nature, the Supreme Lord is within the universe as well as within all elements of the universe. He is even within the atom. In this way, Govinda, the Supreme Lord, is all-pervasive. On the other hand, the living entities are very, very small. It is said that the living entity is 1/10,000th of the tip of a hair. Therefore, the living entity is localized. Living entities rest on the Brahman effulgence, the bodily rays of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. So, Charma Guchaya Koila Amare Shodan Dohara Vyapya Vyapakatve Etakaran. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu purified me by taking away my deerskin. This is the proof that he is all-pervasive and all-powerful, and that I am subordinate to him. Suvarna Varno Hemango Varangas Chandanagadi Sannyasa Krit Chama Shanto Nishta Shanta Parayana. His bodily hue is golden, and his whole body is like molten gold. Every part of his body is very beautifully constructed and smeared with sandalwood pulp. Accepting the renounced order of the Lord is always equipoised. He is firmly fixed in his mission of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, and he is firmly situated in his dualistic conclusion and in his peace. Okay. This is a quote from the Mahabharata. Esab namera iha hoy nijaspad chandanakta prasad dora shri buje angad. All the symptoms mentioned in the verse from Vishnu Sahasranam Stotra are visible in the body of Mahaprabhu. His arms are decorated with sandalwood pulp, and the thread received from the Jagannath deity. And these are his ornamental bangles. Bhattacharya Kohe Bharati Deki Tomar Jai Prabhu Kohe Jai Koha Se Satya. After hearing this, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya rendered his judgment, saying, Ramananda Bharati, I see that you are victorious. Mahaprabhu immediately said, I accept whatever Brahmananda Bharati has said. It is quite all right with me. Guru Sishya Nyaye Satya Sishyara Paraja Bharati Kohe Eho Nahe Anya Hetu Hoy. Mahaprabhu posed himself as a disciple and accepted Brahmananda Bharati as his spiritual master. He then said, the disciple is certainly defeated in an argument with the spiritual master. Brahmananda Bharati immediately countered these words, saying, this is not the cause of your defeat. There is another cause. Bhaktatai haratumi etomara swabhav ara ek shunatumi apana prabhav. It is your natural characteristic to accept feet at the hands of your devotee. There is also another glory of yours which I ask you to hear attentively. Ajanma Korinumui Nirakarabjan Tomadeki Krishna Hoila Mora Vidyaman. I have been meditating on the impersonal Brahman since my birth, but since I have seen you, I have fully experienced Krishna. Krishna nam svurimuke mane netre Krishna tomake tadrupa deki hridaya satrishna. Ramananda Bharati continues, since I have seen you, I have been feeling Lord Krishna's presence in my mind and have been seeing him before my eyes. I now want to chant the holy name of Lord Krishna. Over and above this, within my heart, I consider you to be Krishna, and I am therefore very eager to serve you. Bilva Mangal Koila Jaichidas Apanar Ihandeki Se Dasha Hoila Amar. Bilva Mangal Thakur abandoned his personal realization for the realization of the personality of God, and I now see that my condition is similar to his, for it has already changed. Advaita Viti Patikar Upasya Svananda Simhasana Labda Diksha Shatena Kenapi Vayam Hatena Dashikrita Gopa Vadu Nivitena. Brahmananda Bharati concluded, this is a verse of Bilva Mangal Thakur. Brahmananda Bharati said, although I was worshipped by those on the path of monism and initiated into self-realization through the yoga system, I have nonetheless been forcibly turned into a maidservant by some cunning boy who is always joking with the gopis. So that's the verse of Bilva Mangal that says that I was situated in personal consideration and sitting on a vyasasana, meaning respected by so many persons, but my conception of life changed. And now I find I have been turned into a maidservant by Krishna, who was always joking with the gopis, always hiding from them, and like this. A famous verse by Bilva Mangal Thakur about his position in life being changed, and although he's seated in this prestigious position, now he is got a much more, how would you say it, a very much different conception of life. Now he sees himself as owned by Krishna. Prabhu Kohe Krishna Tomar Gada Prema Hoy Jahan, or we can say also, servant of Srimati Radharani. Prabhu Kohe Krishna Tomar Gada Prema Hoy Jahan Netra Paritahan Sri Krishna Swarai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, you have a deep ecstatic love for Krishna, therefore wherever you turn your eyes, you simply heighten your Krishna consciousness. And that's similar to what Mahaprabhu told Ramananda Roy when Ramananda Roy says, first I saw you as a sannyasi, then I saw you as Krishna playing a flute, but now I see you as a golden doll. In other words, that he's taken the mood and the divine nature of Radharani. And then Mahaprabhu has told Ramananda Roy, as he said here, you're Mahabhagavata, you have a deep love for Krishna. Therefore, wherever you look, you see the Lord everywhere. So that's why you're singing this way, because of your exalted consciousness. Bhattacharya Kohe Dohara Susatya Bachan Agejadi Krishna Dena Sakat Darshan. Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya said, the statements of both of you are correct. Krishna gives direct audience or darshan through his mercy. Prema Vina Kabu Nahe Tara Sakatkar Ihara Kripate Hoy Darshana Ihar. Without having ecstatic love for Krishna, one cannot see him directly. Therefore, through the mercy of Mahaprabhu, Brahmananda Bharati has acquired direct vision of the Lord. Prabhu kohe Vishnu Vishnu ki koha sarvabhauma ate stute hoy e nindara lakana. Mahaprabhu said, Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya, what are you saying? Lord Vishnu, save me. Such glorification is another form of blasphemy. Because Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya said, yes, he's correct, because he's saying that by your mercy, by the mercy of the Lord, he's able to have direct vision, darshan of you as that supreme Lord. And then Mahaprabhu objects to being addressed as the Lord. So he says, Lord Vishnu, save me. Such glorification is simply another form of blasphemy. Eta bole Bharatire loya nijavasa aila bharati gosai prabhura nikate rahila. After saying this, Mahaprabhu took Brahmananda Bharati with him to his residence. From that time on, Brahmananda Bharati remained with Mahaprabhu. Ramabhadracharya Arab Bhagavanacharya Acharya Prabhupada Rohila Duhe Chadi Sarvakarya. Later, Ramabhadracharya and Bhagavanacharya joined them, and giving up all other responsibilities, remained under Mahaprabhu's shelter. Kashishvara Gosayala Aradine Samana Korea Prabhu Rokila Nijastane. The next day, Kashishvar Gosai also came and remained with Mahaprabhu, who received him with great respect. Prabhu ke loya karana Ishwara darshan agelok bida sab kore nibaran. Kashishvar used to usher Mahaprabhu into the Jagannath temple. He would precede the Lord into the crowd and keep the people from touching him. Now wasn't there, I don't know, did we skip a verse? There was a verse where Govinda, I believe, says that, soon Kashishvar will come here and he'll join with me. He's also a disciple of Ishwara Puri, and
We didn't skip a verse.
Huh?
We did not skip a verse.
Okay. The next day, Kashishvar Gosai also came and remained with Mahaprabhu, who received him with great respect. Kashishvar used to usher Mahaprabhu into the Jagannath temple. He would precede the Lord into the crowd and keep the people from touching him. Okay. Jatanada Nadi Jaiche Samudre Milai Aiche Mahaprabhur Bhakta Jahan Tahan Hoy. All the rivers flow into the sea, all the devotees throughout the country finally came to Mahaprabhu's shelter. Sabhyashe Milila Prabhu Sri Charane Prabhu Kripa Kore Sabai Rakila Nijastane. Since all the devotees came to him for shelter, Mahaprabhu showed them all mercy and kept them under his protection. Eta Kohila Prabhur Vaishnava Milan Ihaje Shune Bhai Chaitanya Charan. Thus I have described the meeting of all the Vaishnavas with Mahaprabhu. Whoever hears this description ultimately attains shelter at his lotus feet. Shri Rupa Raghunath Parijara As Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohe Krishnadas. Praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I Krishnadas narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya-lila, 10th chapter, describing the Lord's meeting the Vaishnavas upon his return to Jagannath Puri from South India. Yeah, very nice chapter where Mahaprabhu returns to South India, and so many devotees there. Went through Jagannath Puri very quickly. Gave mercy to Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya. But by the time Mahaprabhu comes back from Jagannath Puri, the whole city is ready to receive him, and that's very nice. And I just want to go back and see if I thought there was a statement. Maybe not in this statement by Oh, here it is. I don't know if we read this. It says, text number 134. Kashishwara Ashibena Sabatirtha Dekya Prabhuvagyaya Mui Ainu Toma Paridana. This is Govinda when he first came. He says, just before his departure for this mortal world to attain the highest perfection, Ishwara Puri told me that I should go to you, to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and render service unto you. Kashishvar also will also come here after visiting all the holy places. However, following the orders of my spiritual master, I have hastily come to be present at your lotus feet. So, shortly thereafter, Kashishvar came. Now, Kashishvar is also, goes, when Mahaprabhu goes to the temple of Jagannath, Kashishvar goes to keep the people from crowding in and crushing Mahaprabhu. He's strong, apparently, a big person. Yeah. Oh, this is quite loud. So, anyway, this is the end of this. Mahaprabhu's returning to Puri.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why does it said here by Mahaprabhu that excessive praise is a type of criticism?
Pardon me?
Excessive praise is a type of criticism. Why?
Well, because it's like Vaishnava considers that flattery is very much detrimental. Just like, to be flattered is like the same as being blasphemed or criticized. It's like undesirable, very undesired to be flattered. Anyway, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying, but that's flattery's on that level. It's like in some places it is said that flattery, it's the same thing as like somebody will directly attack you with criticism. They say, I don't know. It's on that level. Elsewhere it says about Ramachandra Puri. It says in the scriptures, it says one should not flatter a Vaishnava, and one should not blaspheme or criticize a Vaishnava. One should not flatter a Vaishnava, one should not criticize a Vaishnava. And then it says, of these two things, to flatter a Vaishnava is like the lesser of the two things, but Ramachandra Puri gives more importance to one should not flatter a Vaishnava than he does to one should not criticize a Vaishnava. So he goes out of his way to criticize everybody. But there's that description. And then we heard Srila Guru Maharaj when he heard that some people were criticizing him. His remark was, "Is that all? It's rather a form of..." How did he say it? It is rather a compliment. I'm much worse than that. So, a person like Srila Guru Maharaj, he didn't object to. All the other devotees were irate hearing the criticism, but Guru Maharaj said, "Is that all? It is rather a compliment. I'm worse than that." But with such a personality, and Mahaprabhu showing us, Trinada Pisunichena Tadoriva Sahishna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadari. Doesn't like to be flattered, but in particular, this kind of flattery is taking the form of glorifying Mahaprabhu as the Supreme Lord, and he always objects to that when it's going on in public among his devotees. And there's another place in the Chaitanya Charitamrita where the devotees are praising him like that, and Mahaprabhu becomes very annoyed. And then outside, people come, "Oh, where is Mahaprabhu? Where is that? Who is none different from the son of Nanda Maharaj? Please show your face to us." And then Mahaprabhu goes outside because so many people have come from far away to see him, and he shows himself, and then he comes back. I think it's Srivas said, "Well, why is it, inside the house you were veiled, you covered your head, But when you went outside, you exposed yourself to everyone, you know. So, you know, you can understand it as a woman, you know, maybe in her house she wouldn't have the veil on, but when she went out in public, she'd cover her head, you know. So Shiva Thakur almost sarcastically says the opposite. Why is it inside you wear a veil, but outside you expose yourself to everyone? So then Mahaprabhu said, you are all trying to, what is it he says, you're all trying to, you know, like embarrass me, something like that. Well, we can just see in general, personalities, Mahaprabhu is expressing to be praised is really an undesirable thing.
Prabhupada also has a purport in his...
Can you read it?
Yeah, it's just saying something. Oh, I can read it. Not the verse number.
182.
Yeah.
Sri Prabhupada's purport is short, Maharaj.
Okay.
And saying, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a little embarrassed by the Bhattacharya's statement.
Yes.
Therefore, he uttered the name Vishnu to save himself. Then Sri Prabhupada said, the Lord herein confirms that if one is overestimated, glorification is just another form of blasphemy. In this way, he protests this so-called offensive statement.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I'm a little afraid to speak because everything's being broadcast, but you know, let's hope. I mean, Guru anyway. Sometimes the whole thing about, you know, yeah, glorification is really, I mean, really, it's annoying. It's really annoying.
This part was about overestimate.
Yeah, well, it happens all the time. Happens all the time. And it's just. I mean, I remember one time someone was glorifying someone. I mean, he was an acharya. This was an ISKCON. They glorified him. They said, you know, this and this, praises. And then he said, yes, in this room, but outside, in the whole world outside, it is not so. You know, everyone is saying these exalted things. And he said, yes, I'm known. It may be said about me in this room, but outside, the neighbors, the city, the country, the world, nobody else thinks like that, just the people in this room. And something like that. They were saying his praises. So. Yeah.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says from Saraswat Acharya, he said, I went all the way to South India and never saw the
Yeah, but Guru Maharaj, that was one thing I always thought was very interesting, the way Guru Maharaj explained it. Guru Maharaj said Mahaprabhu was praising his own creation. And he also says like that elsewhere he says, oh, by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's mercy, he showed some mercy upon me and he asked me to meet you, when he says to Ramananda Roy. It's only because I became a little enlightened by him that I'm able to come in here and hear from you. Otherwise, I'm just some Mayavadi sannyasi, more or less. In different places, he says, combines those statements. But elsewhere he says, you know, he says he praises Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. I went to South India, but I didn't meet anyone that's like you. But Guru Maharaj said he's praising his own creation. No doubt Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is always great. I mean, he's a very learned person and everything like that. He already had disciples. Says he can, you know, perform the sannyas rites to put someone in the Saraswat Sampradaya, you know. So he has a big position. But really, he's Mahaprabhu's creation, how he became. And then through that creation, through that influence, now we're seeing that so many people are ready to, are so eager to meet Mahaprabhu, including the king, which will be, that is kind of the subject matter of now some succeeding chapters, right? Personally, I really like this part of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's kind of like, what's the word? It's like down home, And it's amazing because in Puri, more people in Puri really, all over the city and everything, they know more about Mahaprabhu Lila than they do in Navadip. In Navadip, there's so many persons. They know something about Mahaprabhu, but they're all Shaktas and they're all, worshippers of, Durga and Kali and everything like that. But in Jagannath Puri, it's like almost the whole city is all centered around Mahaprabhu's places of, where he stayed, where Haridas Thakur stayed, where's the Gambhir, the Jagannath temple, which Mahaprabhu would visit, the Ratha Yatra and all that. I mean, sure, Ratha Yatra has been going on for a long time, but wouldn't you say in Puri, the whole city is really has some consciousness of Mahaprabhu, right?
Personally, I haven't talked to many locals in Puri, so I'm not sure.
But you can see there's so many landmarks there that people know about, And it does seem to be, well, I mean, maybe because there's also a tourist trade that goes there, it's a beach city and all that kind of thing, but an old ancient city. But so many people do, I'm sure that if you picked up a tour guide at Puri, it would have Mahaprabhu's sights on it. And that's my thinking. And I've heard this said elsewhere too. At Puri, actually, they're more conscious almost of Mahaprabhu's presence there than, maybe Mayapur, there are many, it's almost like all there is in Mayapur is temples in the main part, but not so much. That's not so much in all places. Anyway, said enough. I'll stop here. Haven't we done good? Whose commentary of the sheet? Is that
Bhakti Thakur, Saraswat Thakur.
Oh yeah, but I meant which Mott published it.
This is published by Bhag Bazaar.
Oh, Bhag Bazaar, okay. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Chaitanya Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Chuki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajaka Charya. Ashtadhara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajaka Charya. Ashtadhara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosai Thakur Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Marga Ki Jai. Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattadashi Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Ramsi Gaur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudhi Shri Gaurabhata Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Ki Jai. Naratam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Vishwavarena Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Kuladvip Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gol Gopi Govardhan. Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jul Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusuda Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Kamal Tyagi Maharaj Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande.
Jai Shri Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande.